Alright, it's my turn now. Welcome to a prediction. Like, I don't really do predictions on this channel. Like, I did one like a while back, but I privatized it on like a certain Pokemon game, but like that was really terrible. People said they were bad, but this is my personal opinion. But I also went with the facts for this one. I try to be as realistic as possible. But yeah, we'll all have our own opinions. If you guys don't like it, then I don't know. I do not care at all. This is my opinion. But yeah, welcome to my prediction for Wave 3 to 6 Mario Kart 8 Booster Core Pack DLC. Like, welcome to that. Enjoy the video. Alright, so essentially there was actually a leak that was released that's showing like what specific the tracks are gonna come from, what specific games, and it was like people had doubt on it until the Wave 2 release came out and it showed the exact same order. So like from top to bottom, that is the order of how the tracks are going to appear for each track. So for the Rock Mushroom, we got, so pretty much for every single wave for the cups, a Mario Kart Tour track is going to be the first cup of the track. So you got to keep an eye on that for sure. And then look, like as we could tell, there's only 2 3DS tracks left after having one in the first wave. We got 2 DS tracks left. There's still a bunch of Mario Kart Double Dash tracks, and there's a bunch of Mario Kart Wii tracks we need to get through. And there's only one Super Mario Kart track, and is the ones that says Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is essentially a new course. So a new course that has been selected by Nintendo. They're creating the course. So like with the Sky High Sunday, that is a brand new course that people say will eventually be a Mario Kart Tour. Like Ninja Hideaway was a new course that was added to Mario Kart Tour later. So like I guess that's pretty much what I'm talking about. But yeah, with that out of the way, guys, let's get going on this prediction, and here we go. Okay, so for the Rock Mushroom Cup, we're gonna start this off. Now we gotta keep an eye on this. Is coming out probably in Christmas time. Like these tracks are gonna come out around Christmas time, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. So we're gonna stick to like Christmas themed courses. But this might be a big controversy, but I do not care. Try to be as realistic as possible. But we got London Loops from Mario Kart Tour. We got Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS. We got GBA Bowser Castle 2 from Mario Kart Super Circuit. And we also have 3DS Rules in His Ice World from Mario Kart 7. Now with London Loop, this will be amazing. I'm actually very excited because I have enjoyed all the Mario Kart Tour tracks. Even Tokyo Blur, which has been very controversial, but all the Tour Cups so far in this booster pack have been amazing, and I feel like London Loop will live up to the hype as well. I have not played Mario Kart Tour in a very long time, so I don't remember this cup course at all, but this will just be an amazing course to see and into the Mario Kart booster pack. Then we have Luigi's Mansion, which, I mean, come on, this has to be in the game. Like, there's no way there's not a Luigi represented course, and we're not picking a circuit themed course because no, dude, we've seen those many times. I want another Luigi's Mansion. I know it was in Mario Kart 7, but just that'll be so sick, like just to see Luigi's Mansion HD graphics with like, don't use the Mario Kart Tour's textures. Like I have a problem with that, but like you can use them, but like improve on them like they did with like Calamari Desert or like heck, even Waluigi Pinball. Like that would just be so sick. And then we got Bowser's Castle 2. I mean, we don't have a retro Bowser Castle level, so eventually they're gonna have to make one. And I feel like Bowser's Castle 2 is probably the best one because it's probably the most challenging one, like the challenging one. But that also, this one was made in Mario Kart Tour, so I feel like they would pull on that. I personally would rather see Bowser Castle 4 because it hasn't been recreated yet. But like they did with Mario Circuit 3, I feel like they're gonna do the exact same thing with this because Mario Circuit 4 hasn't been created yet at all. Like I thought they were gonna add it to this game, but they did. They added Mario Circuit 3, so I feel like they're gonna add Bowser Castle 2 instead. And here's the last one. This one is a controversial one. Rosalina's Ice World. People want to see Rock Mountain, and what I see from prediction lists, they put Rock Mountain as the final course for the Rock Mushroom Cup. However, I feel like you gotta have Rosalina's Ice World. Like, there's no other space you could put this course in, and I feel like this would be the perfect spot to end off this cup with Rosalina's Ice World. Like, it's one of the most unique courses of all time, in my opinion. It's up there with like Shy Guy Bazaar, Like that's another fantastic course, but we need some Rosalina. What's the word? I can't remember the word again, but like we need some representation from Rosalina in this like her home course, like a retro course. This will be sick. However, I would not be surprised if we would got Rock Mountain instead of this, but I personally would rather see Rosalina's Ice World into this game. And also, plus, it was also recreated in Mario Kart Tour, just like Rock Mountain. But like, come on, just add this one, please, Nintendo. Add Rosalina's Ice World. All right, and now for the Moon Cup, I'm actually very excited for this cup. If this is actually a real thing, this would be an insane cup, and I feel like this is a lock for a cup. I feel like all of these are valid tracks to be in the Moon Cup. So for this cup, we have Vancouver Velocity from Mario Kart Tour. Sorry about that. We got Dino Jungle from Mario Kart Double Dash. We got Mary's Mountain, the new course that was already released in Mario Kart Tour, but will be released in Mario Kart 8. I'm pretty sure it will be. And finally, arguably the best course in Mario Kart history, 3DS Rainbow Road. Now for the Moon Cup, Vancouver Velocity. I actually remember this course. This is one of the more memorable Mario Kart Tour courses. This is a fantastic course. The music is great. Just what they did to Sydney Sprint, I like with the music they did there. I just can't imagine what they would do for like courses like Los Angeles Laps or London Loop and Vancouver Velocity. Like that it would just be so amazing if they did something like that. Now GCN Dino Jungle eventually has to be recreated. Like it's gonna be recreated. This was also recreated in Mario Kart Tour. I personally prefer DK Mountain, but I feel like Dino Jungle makes sense here because it's usually the second course of a cup, like they did with the GameCube version and they did with Mario Kart 7. And I feel like this would just be a perfect spot to put Dino Jungle. And this is a first. Yeah, this would just make sense. Mary's Mountain. Now people say this is a tour exclusive cup track, but like I don't know what they're trying to do. Like I don't know if they're gonna make this a specific tour cup track, or they're gonna make this a new track. And I feel like they're gonna lean into a new track because like you have to fit in all these city tracks as the first track of the cup. So I feel like Mary's Mountain would be the perfect spot. They did this for Ninja Hideaway as well. Like that was a Mario Kart Tour Cup track that was put in as a new one. So just leave it as that. Like that's fine. And then finally we have 3DS Rainbow Road. This is the best Rainbow Road of all time, easily, in my opinion. I used to say Mario Kart 64. I don't agree. This one is the best one. Like this one just is it's an adventure. You can't do a booster pack without this track at all. Like this is a fantastic course. I can't wait to see the remix. Don't mess up the remix. Just keep what they did in Mario Kart 7. I will keep the music from Mario Kart 7 and import it to this game because that would just be so sick, bro. Like oh my goodness, I can't wait for 3DS Rainbow Road. And I feel like this is a lot to come in. Like everyone's saying this track is gonna come into the game. And for the Moon Cup, it just makes sense because it's the Moon Cup. Like add that. Like that would just be so sick if they add that. But like track to end off the year of 2022, that would just be so amazing if they added 3DS Rainbow Road. So Nintendo, add this course. Okay, now for the Fruit Cup, and this we gotta keep in mind. This is coming out Wave 4 is coming out around springtime, like just like Wave 1. So we gotta keep an eye on that. That like courses are gonna be pretty much based on like what it's like in springtime. So that's what I thought of when I first created this prediction. But here we go. We have Tours Berlin Byways. We have Wii Daisy Circuit. We have DS Airship Fortress, and a new stage based off of New Dog City from Super Mario Odyssey. Now, this is when I start to lose ideas for like the perfect balance for this wave. Like the springtime wave of Wave 4 was pretty tough, but not as hard. I feel like the summer was harder in my opinion. Like that was harder. But we'll start off with the Fruit Cup. So we got Berlin Byways, which that would just be another Mario Kart Tour Cup. Honestly, I don't remember this one at all. Like this is one of the more forgettable ones. So I don't know. Like I didn't remember other Tour Cups that already came out, but like this one, I just don't remember Berlin Byways. I just found this in a video and I was like, yeah, might as well add it into the mix. I know that was lazy, but honestly, the other ones I actually played them and I actually remember them. So yeah, add them. I haven't played Mario Kart Tour in a while. Now this one was tough because I added Wii's Daisy Circuit. You could have put many other tracks. I was actually leaning towards Luigi's Circuit from Mario Kart Wii. I was actually leaning towards Mario Circuit from Mario Kart Wii. Like there were so many tracks to add. DK Summit would have been amazing as well. Toad's Factory should, like, that was close. That was another very close one that I thought of adding up. But I feel like we need a Daisy course. We don't have a Daisy course. People want a Daisy Cruiser, which I'm not surprised at all. However, like, I just didn't have enough space to add that course at all, and I feel like I would rather see a remake of Daisy Circuit over Daisy Cruiser, because we've already seen Daisy Cruiser like 3 times. Like, we've seen it in Mario Kart Double Dash, we've seen it in Mario Kart 7, and we've seen it in Mario Kart Tour. But Daisy Circuit, we haven't seen it since Mario Kart Wii, and this is one of my favorite cup courses in Mario Kart Wii. No bias towards that. I'm not trying. I mean, as unbiased as possible. This is a fantastic course. This is the course that like started the rumors with Daisy and Luigi being like a couple. Like that, the rumors that started with that, and that would just be so sick to see this course into the game. So yeah. Then we got Airship Fortress, which this is one of the greatest Mario Kart tracks of all time. Like they added Waluigi Pinball, they added Coconut Mall, they added all these freaking courses that are so popular. Heck, they got out of Airship Fortress. This is the cup to represent this cup. This is the track to represent this cup, like easily. I keep getting mixed up cup and track, but whatever. And then finally, a new stage based off of New Donk City for Super Mario Odyssey. I feel like this is inevitable to be added. Like, if Mario Kart 9 was to be announced right now, this would be a track easily in the game. Like, if they added a stage like this based off in Smash Bros, that'll be like, they gotta add this to Mario Kart. Like easily they gotta add this. Obviously, like, and put Jump Up Superstar as a theme. At least if you're not gonna add the specific song, make like put the instrumental and put it in the game, but do like a remix of it, like the saxophones, the jazz themes of Mario Kart 8 based on, like, that would just be sick if we got New Donk City as the course for this fine to end off the Fruit Cup. Like that would just be so sick if we got this. Now, like, I guess you could consider like being a circuit theme and like a city theme, like it gets mixed up a bit. Like that was my main trouble. I try to separate them, and that leads into like I guess the next one. Not really, actually. No, it's fine actually. Like, ignore what I said. This is perfect. Like legit perfect. Okay, for the Boomerang Cup, here we go. We have Tours Amsterdam Drift. We have GameCube's Mario Circuit from Mario Kart Double Dash. We have Game Boy Advance Sunset Wild from Mario Kart Super Circuit, and we also got Tours Singapore Speedway as the final course for this cup. Okay, now we got for the Boomerang Cup, we got Amsterdam Drift. I mean, come on. Come on, it's this tour track and it's exclusive city track. You gotta add it. Like that would just be sick. I want to see that. I don't really remember this one because I've not played Mario Kart Tour in a while, but I've checked videos of it. Like, it looks pretty cool. I just, like, if I remember, I'm just gonna play it in Mario Kart 8, the boost pack, to say, hey, this is a great track. Just looking at it. Then we got GameCube's Mario Circuit. This is probably my favorite Mario Circuit outside of Mario Kart 7's and maybe Mario Kart 8's and Mario Kart Wii. Those are probably my top 3. But I feel like you gotta add this course. Like, you just gotta add a circuit theme for Mario Kart. And I was leaning towards Luigi Circuit over this one. However, I feel like you can't have a Luigi theme course along with Daisy. Like, that would just be, that's so mixed. Like, that's not, you don't need that. And even having 2 circuit themed courses in the same wave is just another, like, bad thing. Like, I actually took that into consideration, but however, I had to squeeze this one right here because there was no other room where I could put Mario Circuit, and I feel like we need another retro Mario Circuit theme out, like, from the miserable, underwhelming Mario Circuit 3 we got. Although I think that course is very underrated. Like, the textures look so amazing in that course, but I feel like just seeing Mario Circuit from GameCube, I feel like that would be lit. Like, I just want to see that. And then we got Game Boy Advance Sunset Wild. I feel like this is one of the more locked tracks that we're gonna see in this game. I feel like just the Mario Kart Tour version is cool, but like, it's not as cool as the Game Boy Advance one. Like, where the sky changes colors each lap. That'd be so sick in HD, bro. Like I can already tell you, like that would be so sick. Mario Kart Super Circuit, I'm not the best at that game. I have not played that much. However, this is one of the more notable tracks, and what they did to Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks, we've seen in Mario Kart 8. Like we see with GBA, River Road, Cheeseland, freaking Skyland, or whatever the world Skyland, I can't remember. And we got Snowland. Like just imagine what they do to Sunset Wow. Like that would just be so sick if they add this. They did this, bro. And finally, Tour Singapore Speedway. And I mean, come on. Do I need to say anything? Like this is one of the more notable tracks in Mario Kart Tour, and the music is bopping, bro. Like, oh my gosh, this would be amazing. Like this would be literally amazing just to see in HD graphics. The track layout is fantastic. The music is great. Do I need to say anything? The Mario Kart Tour tracks are very wacky when they first came out, but ever since then, it's such an amazing change that they add. Like, look at what they did to Calamari Desert in the recent wave. Like they changed it up. They did Calamari Desert 2. They put that into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like you gotta give Tour some credit for that. Like I talk shit on Mario Kart Tour because of microtransactions. However, the track selection is amazing in this game. I can't lie. Like the tracks are amazing in this game. So yeah. Now the Feather Cup, this is coming on again summertime, just like around this time of Wave 2. So Wave 5, this is coming around summertime. So we have for the Feather Cup, we have Tours Los Angeles Laps. We have Wii's Koopa Cape. We have Game Boy Advance Rainbow Road. I know we'll get to that later. And we also have Tours Bangkok Rush for the final cup of this track of this cup. Feather Cup. Here we go. So we start off with Tours Los Angeles Laps, and I feel like this is another lock track that's going to be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I feel like this is the perfect time to add this because it's the summertime. Like Los Angeles, warm weather, summer. You know what I'm saying? So like at that, the music is so bopping in this course. I think it's second best to Ninja Hideaway and Sydney Spring. And just seeing the remix of this specific music would just be so bopping. It would be so amazing. But yeah, Los Angeles Laps is one of the more locked tracks that I thought of that needed to be out of this game. And we get to Wii's Koopa Cape, which I want the Mario Kart Wii version over the Mario Kart 7 version. There's no disrespect to the Mario Kart 7 version. I think it's still a very unique course. But what the tube thing that they did in Mario Kart Wii is way more unique than the Mario Kart 7 one. Like they just close off the top of the tube. I mean, they open the top of the tube where fish just come at you. There's no electric lines that come and shocks you, and the water stream. Like I feel like I want that version in Mario Kart 8. But if I were gonna think of it, I feel like they would add the Mario Kart 7 version because that one's a more recent one. Like they did with Calamari Desert. Like they did the Mario Kart 7 version. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but like I feel like yeah, I want the Mario Kart Wii version. I personally want the Mario Kart Wii version. But I feel like Nintendo would stick to the most recent versions, and I think this one is in Mario Kart Tour. I can't remember. But yeah, this is one of the more locked tracks that I can think of that's going to be in this game. And third, this one might be pretty controversial, but I actually put a Rainbow Road course as a third course of a cup. And hear me out. Mario Kart 8, when they did the first DLC, Super Mario Kart's Rainbow Road was the second track of a cup. You hear me? Like, it was the second track of a cup. Like, it's not a big Rainbow Road to end it off, like 3DS Rainbow Road or Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road or something like that. Like, it's not a big thing to end off like the tracks. Like, that would just be so lit. And I feel like they need to add this one because we've been waiting so long for Mario Kart 9, and people say this is going to be the final track to end off the game, which I completely agree. Like, they were going to go through a pattern with Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart 8, and then Mario Kart Super Circuits and Mario Kart 9. But we waited so long, like this game has been out for like at least 6 years. So like, yeah, I would personally put this course in the game. Like, I feel like they gotta add a flat Rainbow Road track would be so lit, along with 3DS Rainbow Road, and a certain other track gets very later. But yeah, Feather Cups Rainbow Road, yeah. GBA Rainbow Road, yeah, I want this one in. And then finally Tours Bangkok Rush. I don't remember this one that much, but last time I checked, I didn't find this one the best. Like, I didn't find this one the best, but I feel like, again, I need something to end off the tour tracks for this thing, so I picked Bangkok Rush to be added as an exclusive track to be added to this game. So yeah, Feather Cup, that's the list. Now for the Cherry Cup, and this is where I'm started to find lost ideas for Mario Kart Tour Cups, but here we are. Just hear out my ideas that I have for you. So we have a Tour Cup based off of something you see from Texas, like from Texas, so either Dallas or Houston or Austin, you see from that area. We got GameCube's Peach Beach from Mario Kart Double Dash. We have SNES Vanilla Lake 1 from Super Mario Kart. And finally, this is supposed to be a new track, but Nintendo cannot leave this track out. How could you do this and not include N64's Wario Stadium? Okay, with the tour track that I talked about with based off of Texas, I mean, I could not think of a tour track, or there was none that like fit in this category. So like, I feel like since it's still the summertime, you gotta have something based off of like the Wild Wild West, like Texas area, mainly Dallas. That's where I can think of, like Dallas, where you like horses and crap, bro. Like that, that's pretty much the desert theme course that I was talking about. Like I think we need a Mario Kart Tour desert themed course, so I feel like this would make the most sense. So yeah, it would just be like a different thing, bro. Like I don't know what it would look like. I guess if I were to say it would be like, no, I can't think of any current track that would be like looking like this at all. Like I can't think of anything like that. Like, so yeah, just picture like Texas, like Wild Wild West, like guns and stuff like that, where they were dressed and stuff, bro, like horses. There's that although we're riding in cars and stuff like that, like a ranch. You know what I'm saying? Where we drive cars through, like something like that, like a barn, like a freaking, like that would just be so sick if we got something like that. But yeah, that's what I thought of when I said a track based off of Texas. And then we got GameCube's Mario Kart Double Dash as Peach's Beach. I want this course back. I prefer Daisy's Cruiser. However, Daisy's Cruiser, like we already have Daisy's Circuit, so I can't add Daisy's Cruiser here. Though I would love to see Daisy's Cruiser. Peach's Beach is a very underrated course. It's a very underrated course. It has been recreated like a million times, like Daisy's Cruiser. And Peach's Beach, is it in Mario Kart Tour? I don't remember. I don't think it is. But like, there's still a lot of time for them to make the Mario Kart Tour textures and put it in that game, and also put it in this game, like they did with many other tracks I've talked about. Like, yeah. So Peach's Beach, Peach Beach, yeah, I feel like they need to add this one. We need this a summer themed course representing Mario Kart Double Dash. Peach's Beach makes sense outside of Daisy Cruiser. You know, I already said Daisy Circuit, so yeah, Peach's Beach. Here we go. And then we got Vanilla Lake from Mario Kart Super Mario Kart. I don't really like this course. I personally would rather see Ghost Valley 2. I think Ghost Valley 2 would have been amazing to see again. Or they could add Choco Island. However, we don't have a Vanilla Lake themed course at all. Like, we don't have outside of Mario Kart Tour, we don't have a retro track at all in any game based off of Vanilla Lake. So, and we also got Snowland already, which is like, I don't know, but we already got this in Mario Kart Tour, so like, yeah, I guess they're gonna add this. I feel like they're gonna add Vanilla Lake 1, so yeah, yes. And finally, Nintendo, you've done all your Mario Kart 64 tracks, like all of them except for this one. Wario freaking Stadium needs to be added. Like, I don't care if you're putting new tracks in the game. I don't care there's no more slots for Mario Kart 64 tracks. This is arguably one of the best Mario Kart games of all time for most people. Not me. But this is arguably like one of the more popular Mario Kart games of all time. One of the more popular tracks of all time. And you have not even recreated it? Yes, you can make it 2 laps. Like, we don't care. Make it 2 laps. Make it like RMX like they did with Mario Kart Tour. Even though this track is not in Mario Kart Tour. But put this course in the game. Like, this course needs to be added, alright? This course should be a lock. Like, this should have been your first priority to add in the game. Like, this is the cup. This is the track to end off the summer. The Wario freaking Stadium from Mario Kart 64. Add this one, Nintendo. Like, do I even need to say anything? Like, do I even need to say anything why they need to add it? Like, the track layout is fantastic. It's a better version of Excite Bike, in my opinion. I know it's a little bit too long, but again, make it 2 laps if you need to. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, add this course into the game. If you can add N64 Rainbow Road, and then you can definitely add this one, dude. Except don't make it so short, like we all like pissed off and stuff like that, and they ruined the track. But yeah, this one needs to be added into the game. So yeah. Now for the final wave, wave 6, and this is a pretty amazing wave, not gonna lie. This might be arguably the strongest wave we have yet. I am actually very excited for all these courses that actually happen. But here we go. We got the Mario Kart Tour course, a track based off of something you see from Chicago, Illinois. Like just that area, that would be so lit. We got Wee's Maple Treeway, and we also got DS Bowser's Castle, and a new Christmas themed course that is based off the North Pole. So like with this thing, I was talking about a Chicago-based team. When I think of this, I think of something like Moonview Highway, something like that. That's what I thought of when I first thought of a tour-based track. But I already put a Mario Kart Wii track in this cup, so I can't put 2 of them. So yeah, a tour track based on Chicago, Illinois. I think there's Chicago's tour as a track already, so I feel like they're gonna put that in the game instead of what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm just gonna put Moonview Highway on the screen because that's what I probably mean. But they're not gonna add Moonview Highway. Like they're just not. And then we got Wii Maple Treeway. This is the Wii track of the cup. So Maple Treeway is one of the more popular courses of all time. This is probably the best time. Again, we're getting to the holiday mix. So Maple Treeway will be lit. I keep saying me instead of we, which I cannot speak at all. But this will be lit. Maple Treeway, just don't put the textures of Mario Kart Tour as the final product, because that would just be, they look so ugly and like colorful. Like the orange is so saturated, it's so bright that it makes the track look ugly. Make it like dull like they did in Mario Kart Wii, but improve the textures. That would be so lit, dude. Like, oh my god. You can even add the RMX from Mario Kart Tour and put it in this track like the Calamari Desert, but I don't think they should, in my opinion. I feel they can keep it how it is. But I just can't wait to hear the remix of this track. This is probably one of the more locked tracks in the game, so yeah. And then one of the most underrated courses of all time. No one talks about this course, but DS Bowser Castle. Why is that I never hear this in anyone's favorite Bowser Castle list? They say Mario Kart Wii, which I don't blame them. That's my favorite Mario Kart Wii course. Like my favorite Mario Kart Wii, my favorite Bowser Castle course of all time. They talk about the Mario Kart 8 version of Bowser Castle. They talk about GameCube's Bowser Castle. They talk about N64 Bowser Castle. They talk about Mario Kart 7's Bowser Castle. Heck, they talk about the freaking Mario Kart Super Circuit Bowser Castle over this one. Like, this one has a spinning, like 2 different paths you can take. This one has the spinning cyclone thing. Like, that would just be so lit. See, there's so many opportunities for this course to have anti-glide section or anti-gravity. Like, though they're not gonna add anti-gravity from what we've seen from the booster pack, but yeah, bro, I want this course in the game. This is one of the most underrated courses in Mario Kart history, and that would just be so amazing to see this course in there. And finally, to end off the Akon Cup, a track based off of the North Pole. Like, I cannot think of this. When I was thinking of this, I was first gonna go with another Super Mario Odyssey related course, like a track based off the Moon Kingdom. That's what I first thought of when I thought of this news course. Like, however, it needs to be a snow themed course, and we have a certain other course that's coming up very soon. But yeah, I feel like something like, I'm just gonna put Mario Odyssey on the screen, I guess. Just the Moon Kingdom, something like that for the final. Like, that would just be so amazing, bro. But yeah, if they have something like that. And then finally, here we go. We got the last cup to do. Let's go. And finally, the final cup of this game. Here we have it. You guys ready for this? We got a tour track based off of Toronto, like the city of Toronto. We got GCN Mushroom City from Mario Kart Double Dash, an unknown track that I cannot think of at all. Like, I can't think of a track for this. And finally, Wii Rainbow Road with the Spiny Shell Cup, the final cup of this, bro. A track based off Toronto. We already have Vancouver. How could you not have Toronto? Like, I don't think there's a single Toronto-based course in Mario Kart Tour. So, yeah, get going on that and put it in the game. Toronto is a bigger city than Vancouver, and there's more to do in that city than Vancouver. So, yeah, bro. To match with, like, taking the subway paths, make it like, don't make it like the other track, but like something's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like they do with all the tour cups tracks. But yeah, something like that. And then we got GameCube's Mushroom City, and like I don't want them to be very related. Like I don't want them to both be nighttime themed courses, because that would just be so weird to see two nighttime themed courses back to back. But I'd rather see Mushroom City than Mushroom Bridge, in my opinion. Like personally for me, Mushroom Bridge is a fantastic course. Don't get me wrong. I love that course. It's been recreated in Mario Kart DS, and I think it's going to Mario Kart Tour, and Mushroom City is not in Mario Kart Tour, so they're probably gonna put Mushroom Bridge instead. But I personally rather see this course, like that, like personally for me. And then my third track, I cannot think of a thing at all. Like I can't think of a new course at all. Like I really can't. Like I did so much research. I just think tracks based, like just a theme based off like winter, and implement that to this, bro. I guess you could think of like a freaking snow themed track on a course from like Super Mario 3D World. That's what I think of. But I really can't think of a course to fit here. Like I just can't. So if you guys have anything to put here, leave it down in the comment section below. I was not gonna go with the new track. I'm at a former track for here, because like I was originally gonna go with Riverside Park from Mario Kart Super Circuit, but like that just didn't fit super well with this cup. So yeah, bro. And finally, the final course. Do I even need to say anything? Like when I first saw Wii as the final cup of the Spiny Shell, like I knew they were gonna add Rainbow Road. Like there's no way they're not adding Rainbow Road. Like, and even this is one of the tracks I wanted initially when they announced the DLC. I initially thought there was gonna be a cup based off of all Rainbow Roads, but like in reality that would just be a dream. But that was not gonna happen. But when I first saw Wii and the leaks for the final track of the Spiny Shell Cup, like there's literally no way they're not adding Rainbow Road. That, like, I'm 100% guaranteed. Every video you see on YouTube pretty much where they say Rainbow Road for Mario Kart Wii, I say I'm 100% sure they're gonna add this track into the game. I'm 100% sure, because like this is the track to end off Mario Kart for sure. Either this, you need to have this track, Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road, or Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road. Those three are the three best Rainbow Roads to end off Mario Kart. Easily, bro. Easily. Like this would be perfect, bro. This is the most chaotic Rainbow Road, the hardest one for sure. One of the best music Rainbow Roads of all time. Like this one is just a fantastic course, bro. Like you gotta add this one. Like this one is inevitable. You gotta add this one. Alright, so that is my prediction, guys. There might be some tracks so you guys say, hey, where's this track and all, but like leave your guys' prediction down in the comment section below. Tell me. I feel you guys probably have some very nice predictions, but that is my final prediction. I will be reacting to the wave. I didn't react to wave 1 and 2, but wave 3 to 6 I will be reacting to. Like just put a YouTube video on channel, upload it, and also I'm gonna compare as well. I'm gonna compare my predictions to like what they actually put down. So like yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. We are out.